Hello, I'm Rebecca from Shamanic.cacao, and today we're going to be looking at the Explorer box from Guyana. They have many different cacaos from around the world, and today's cacao is going to be from Peru. Let's see how this smells. Really like milk chocolatey and sweet. A really surprising smell, like milk chocolate. So here I'm going to weigh out my daily dose. I like to go between 20 and 25 grams to 250 milliliters of water. My favourite part, which is chopping up the cacao. I found this cacao very brittle, which made it very satisfying to chop because it was in these flakes, these chunks already. Chopping the cacao up nice and small means that it will dissolve into the water nice and easily. Cacao liquor is known not to really be hugely water soluble, so giving it the best chance that we can. And saving ourselves time as well. The bigger the chunks, the longer it takes for it to brew. And then we get our water at not quite boiling. See the tiny bubbles? They happen at about 90 degrees Celsius. So that's the perfect time to put your cacao in and turn the heat down on your stove. Making sure to stir constantly whilst you're brewing. Cacao or chocolate is easily burnt. You don't want it settling on the bottom of the pan. You see the white foam on top, that is the cacao butter that is yet to melt into the cacao. As this melts, the brew will get darker and smoother. You see in the spoon there is no lumps either. No unmelted cacao. You should be left with a really smooth, even coloured, maybe slightly bubbly, but not foamy brew. Nice pour, no drips. Bubbles like this are great on top of cacao. Hello! Now I'm here with my ceremonial cacao from Peru from Guyana, German brand. As you saw, we just cooked that up, and here's my cup. I can only really compare cacao to my satsuyaku from Ritual Cacao, which I've been drinking a lot and often. So what I noticed straight off is that this is a much lighter colour, very chocolatey looking, milk chocolatey. So more of a caramel than like a really dark colour, and there's not a super high cacao butter content because the little I like to call them like glitter butter glitters on top are really small, and when I smelt it, it smelt like milk chocolate as well, which was interesting. It's quite light and bitter at the same time. Now when I make cacao, it's just water and cacao, so there's nothing else to play with, and from drinking my satsuyaku Ritual Cacao every day, I have noticed that depending on the day, the temperature of the water, it can taste different essentially. So this is really easy to drink. It's not too bitter. I think I brewed it really well because it's not like forward bitey, it's quite smooth, and it's not too thick. I think this is evocative of Peruvian cacao. I have tried a Peruvian cacao before. Ritual Cacao have their Ashwanenka tribe brand, so I've tried that, and this is really similar. Just the way that it's presented, as I showed you at the beginning, this is presented in like flakes of cacao, and it's done in, and it's sort of crystallized in layers, whereas the other Peruvian cacao that I've tried before comes in blocks and does have no layers, no crystalline structure, just solid. I really like this. This is really, really easy to drink. Like, it's not too it's not too strong in any way. From what I understand from Peruvian cacaos, though, it can be quite energetic and quite vibrant, so maybe not your nightcap kind of cacao. Yeah, it's really smooth and light and indulgent in a, I know that those words don't really make sense to kind of say light and indulgent, but it's like, it's rich without it being heavy. This is actually 250 grams, this bag. Also, I forgot to mention that this is Suyana's ceremonial blend. So they've picked this out. So what they say on the website about it is that the Suyana ceremonial blend is a collection of fine cacao varieties from Janju, Peru. In terms of taste, this variety is characterized by its chocolatey nature, subtle coffee notes, definitely coffee-y, and its fruity and earthy highlights. See, even they have the differences. It's like, it's fruity, which I'd say is quite a high note, but then earthy, which is a low note, which they're also saying is a highlight. This cacao is particularly gentle and mild, making it a loving companion to your ceremony, standing by your side like a good friend. And I would say that it is a good, reliable one. Interesting that it's a blend. I wonder whether it's a blend of cacao paste and that is then made into the bits inside, or whether it's chunks taken from different blocks of cacao. I don't think it is, though. I mean, you'll never know, because I think by the time it's all been bashed up. Yeah, well done, Suyana. I really like that. It's a really nice, and it smells so good. Just opening the packet, it's so sugary, but I know it's not got any sugar in it because it is just ceremonial cacao. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more of it, then and support my channel, please press that little heart button. And then if you want to watch more of these, then subscribe. And if you want to support me directly, I have a website called shamanic.cacao.co.uk where I sell the cacao I was trained with, which is ritual cacao. And if you want to support Suyana, then you can go to their website as well. And I have an affiliate code with them, which is shamanic cacao. I'll leave links and everything in the description below. I feel like I'm way too old to be a YouTuber. I feel like I'm ready for the day of promoting cacao ceremonies and probably editing this video. But thank you so much for watching. I'll be doing more review videos with cacaos from around the world, because I was going to do this just for myself, but I thought that there's going to be a lot of other people that can't necessarily afford to pay about £200 for different bags of cacao from all over the world and different suppliers. So I'm going to do that for you. So then, depending on what I say, means that you can then be well informed as to what kind of cacao you'd like to try. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.